Good morning, students. Children, let us do the third type of aquatic plants, that is our underwater plants. As we had already discussed about the other two types of aquatic plants, that are floating plants and fixed plants. By underwater plants, you can understand that they live under the water. Okay, they live under the water. So let us just see underwater plants. As you can see, underwater plants information is written here. Underwater plants, these have narrow leaves without any stomata. I'll come to it, that how they breathe through the surface. Okay, they don't have stomata because they live under the water throughout. So they don't have stomata where they will take in the oxygen. So they breathe through their surface of this paper. So surface of the plants, they breathe and keep the water clean. Now how they clean the water, I will come to it, like tape grass, pondweed. Okay, and this is, we discussed that hydrilla, it is completely under the water, underwater. Completely under the water. Okay. So you can see underwater plants, they have very narrow leaves without any stomata. They breathe through the surface and keep the water clean. Now how they clean the water, I'll just come to it. Plants like tape grass and pondweed, by the name you can understand that they have very thin leaves. Their leaves are not so broad as we had discussed about the lily or lotus. They remain under the water. They have long ribbon-like narrow leaves. The leaves are like ribbon. Such thin leaves they have. Very, very thin leaves they have. Their leaves are narrow and they look like ribbon. Okay, this tape grass, you must have seen the grass which grow in the ground or the soil. So these type of grass, they grow under the water. Tape grass and pondweed, these weeds that grow in the pond, means those who go to the pond and they can swim and they can feed those pond weeds, the weeds that just grow like that. Weeds, that unwanted plants that grow in this pond, and they remain under the water throughout, and they have very long ribbon-like narrow leaves. Their leaves arise in cluster. Cluster means in a bunch, like this. I'll just show you how you can see this in aquarium. Those plants, they come in a cluster, they come in a bunch, okay, in a bunch they come, and from the roots, and they have no stomata. They breathe in through their body surface, they don't have any stomata. They come from the roots in a bunch, and they are very narrow like ribbons. These plants clean the water by removing carbon dioxide breathed out by the aquatic plants. Now what they do, because they live under the water, they don't have any stomata. Through their body surface, they take the carbon dioxide which is inside. We have discussed that all the gases are in a dissolved form in water. Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, they are all in a dissolved form. That's why fish, they breathe, because they get the oxygen from the water itself. So what happened, there are aquatic plants like fish, turtle, they are in water, they live in water throughout. Now they also do the breathing process, taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide and oxygen are both in water. So what they do, these plants that grow under the water, they take the carbon dioxide which is breathed out by these aquatic animals, okay, and they take in and they prepare the food and they give out the oxygen. So they clean the carbon dioxide in the water by taking in the carbon dioxide for preparation of food. And fish and turtle, these aquatic plants, aquatic animals are there like fish, turtle, you have the tadpoles and even the tortoise. Sometimes they live in a way. There are other animals also. Okay, so they get the fresh oxygen through these plants because they take the carbon dioxide which is in the dissolved form in the water, and they give out the oxygen. That's why these plants are kept in aquarium. So you find these type of plants in aquarium. Why? Because in aquarium there is fish and water. So fish need fresh oxygen to breathe in, and carbon dioxide they are giving out. So what these plants do, they take in the carbon dioxide that is in that aquarium and they give out the oxygen. So the aquarium water remains fresh and the fish get the pure oxygen to breathe in. So in this way people they keep these type of underwater plants in the aquarium. So you got it my thing. That's why you can see this picture of aquarium where this plants are found, they are grown, and this type of also there are underwater plants. This is another category of underwater plants, that is Vallisneria. They also you must have seen in the ponds, and you can see that their leaves are very narrow, very thin, and they come out as a bunch like grass. You see, no, they come out of the root in a form of a cluster or bunch. Okay, so this is the feature or the things to be discussed about our underwater plants. You should remember that they don't have any stomata. They breathe in through their surface. They grow inside the water only. They remain inside the water, and they have very long and ribbon-like leaves, and their roots are deep under the water, and they come out of the roots in the form of cluster, in form of bunch, and they breathe in through their body surface. They keep the take the carbon dioxide which is dissolved in the water, and they keep the give out the oxygen. So carbon dioxide is taken by them, so the water remains fresh, and aquatic plants they get the oxygen to breathe in. Okay, so this way they are very helpful type of plants. Thank you.